soon to Netflix. These gentlemen were born 2 days apart from one another in 1986 in Brazil. Jose Aldo, the taller man by an inch. Both fighters successfully making the weight. Jose Aldo, slightly favored, will have a 5-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872. And UFC 265 is sponsored by Sweet Girl, starring Jason Momoa and Isabel Merced, coming soon to Netflix. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 19 wins, 5 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, presenting the number 9 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, Pedro, the Young Punisher Munyo. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 29 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 136 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the former WEC featherweight champion and the former 2-time UFC featherweight champion and the number 5 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, Jose Aldo Jr. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mike Beltran.
Deep breaths, folks. We got a big one in front of us. Luciana Andrade getting us started for round 1. I'd imagine Cody No Love Garbrandt is excited for this one. Pedro Munyo trying to eventually inch his way into legend status, where Jose Aldo Jr. already resides. Tonight's fight clock is sponsored by Sweet Girl, starring Jason Momoa and Isabella Merced, coming soon to Netflix. Aldo is in yellow, Pedro Munyo is in black. And the one thing Jose Aldo has talked a lot about in terms of his technical improvements, 2 fights ago aligning with the Marine Corps boxing program, and feels like he is a completely different fighter in a lot of respects when it comes to his hands on the feet.
He looks so much better and so much sharper in his stand-up. Classic Muay Thai stance, hands real high. But I think he's shown a lot of improvements in the jabs, the body punching.
Munyo's moved to the United States in 2010 to pursue this dream. Initially was in California, now trains at American Top Team in South Florida.
You know that Aldo will have the range when the right low kick starts to land. He starts with the jab, he'll go to the body, and then the low kick will land after he starts landing to the body.
4th time in the last 5 fights that Pedro Munyo is facing a current or former UFC champion. Cody Garbrandt, Aljamain Sterling, Frankie Edgar, and Jose Aldo tonight.
I think you earn those opportunities, though. Nobody just gives them, right? So Pedro Munyo, through the work that he's done, has earned the right to stand across from all these legends.
Crypto.com offers the world's most popular crypto card. Spend with the Crypto.com Visa card and get up to 8% back.
I don't like all the big attacks on Pedro Munyo. There's no reason. Aldo's hip to it. He sees it all. So all the spinning attacks, it's just wasted energy. Munyo does not need to do that.
Right now, Aldo's defense is just sturdy. You see he's checked every single kick, and he's just squared up with Pedro. Anywhere Pedro moves, he's squared up, hip to hip with him.
I'd like to see Aldo starting to blast some of those kicks too, though.
Oh, nasty knee lands on his way in.
Seems to be a speed advantage with the weapons for Jose Aldo.
Could you imagine those low leg kicks if Aldo started throwing those with the power that he would beat people up with the leg kicks when he was kicking them in the thigh?
Right.
Oh, nice right hand there by Munyo.
Munoz's jab.
One thing about Aldo is he's very smart, so he's not going to get into a gunfight with Pedro. He knows that's what Pedro wants. So you're seeing tight defense. He's trying to see everything, see what weapons Pedro wants to use right now. And then after he starts seeing the weapons, that's when you'll see Aldo start picking off his own offense.
As usual, Aldo committed to the body early on.
And he goes to that left hook to the body, so his left hook to the head is set up. You see, he goes to the body first, now he went left hook to the head. Uppercuts in the knees are what he's looking for against Pedro. There's something he's seeing there by going uppercut and going right knee. There's something Pedro's doing that he's reading. I think it's that right hand that he's reading of Pedro.
And Pedro's throwing everything with so much power, and he's loading up when he enters. So Aldo's trying to time the knees as he comes inside. Munoz needs to settle down a little bit. Slow everything he's doing down. You saw him land that nice right hand right here, and that was because he threw it straight, didn't load up, just kind of tried to touch Aldo, opposed to trying to hurt him. Right there, that's going to hurt. Right, take your time if you're Pedro Munhoz.
And notice how Munoz's eyes are at the head, and Aldo's are constantly looking at that midsection of Pedro Munhoz. Under a minute to go on the round.
Because that doesn't move, John. The head is constantly moving.
Right.
But all this, as much as you want to try to shift it, you still got a really big target.
Also, don't forget, if you watch the best basketball players, the best football players, they look one way and they throw the ball the other. This is no different. Jose Aldo will look low and throw high, look high and throw low.
Oh!
It looks like a body shot, like a right hook to the body, and it comes all the way through with the uppercut, and Aldo.
That was another good right hand there by Pedro. When he takes his time, he lands.
He's holding his ground very well, Pedro. He hasn't budged.
Best of luck score in that round. Tonight's Corner Cam brought to you by Body Armor, the official sports drink of the UFC. Grab one today at AM PM.
Round colado, mas na minha opinião foi mais. Cadê a água? Cadê a água? Cadê a água?
Tough round, but it was, in my opinion, it was yours.
Respirou, voltou ao normal,
Okay,
tá perfeito.
breathe.
Não tô
Get
cansado,
back,
tô
get back.
respirando bem. Tô
You're
tranquilo.
not tired,
Júnior,
you're breathing well, you're
o jogo
calm.
dele é empurrar
His
dois
game
jabs
is
e
try
meter a
two
mão de trás.
jabs
Fica
and
esperto
try that
com isso.
backhand.
Não tem outro jogo.
There's nothing
Tá
else.
bloqueando perfeito ali. Tá bloqueando.
We see a nice low kick from Pedro, but the counter, a nice Aldo looking for the body, just barely skimming it, and a nice right hand for Pedro. That was one of the bigger shots, the right hand, and the left hook right here from Aldo. And some nice left hooks to the body for Aldo as well.
Wipe him down, wipe him down.
The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyright work is illegal and punishable under law. 24 significant strikes apiece landed, albeit unofficially, in that first round. Munhoz on 68 attempts, Aldo on fewer at 55 attempts. Munhoz appeared to land that left hook early round two.
Pedro's very aggressive in his approach.